Hey fam, how's it going? High Vibe Oracle here with a reading for you guys. What's going on? I hope things have been well for you. If you are new, welcome on in. Glad to have you here with us. If this is not your first time on this channel, welcome back. I hope the time that we have spent apart has been well for you. I want to let you guys know that these are general readings, so not everything is going to resonate, and that is okay. Just leave it for somebody who it does resonate with. And if it does resonate for you, go ahead and leave a like, follow Lordy, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Love to hear from you guys. If you're interested in a personal reading with myself, my information is in the description box below. And if you're interested in any of my bracelets, which I hand make and cleanse and charge before they get sent to you, the link to my Etsy is also in the description box below. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. We've got the pathless, difficult decisions and lack of direction. We also have divine timing. So something here is telling me that if you're trying to force a decision, if you're trying to force something to happen, please know that it is not your job. It is clearly not your job to force anything. If you're feeling as if there's a lack of direction because you're just kind of trying your best to move forward, sometimes it's good to be still. Sometimes it's good to be in that I feel like I've got like hangman, the imagery of the hangman in my head right now. So maybe right now what you need to do, instead of trying to force a decision to be made or to force yourself in a specific direction or a specific path, maybe it's a time for stillness for you at this time. We've got comfort and disruption. Okay. Yeah, so that is, yeah, because there is a distinct level of fear that I am seeing here, because I'm looking at this card and I'm seeing how it looks like the black is kind of like closing in. There's so much going on in these cards here, in conjunction with these. Like, there are things that are going to put themselves in a path, like in your path, honestly, that is going to kind of shake things up. I feel like right now, kind of finding yourself in comfort is needed, because there is a lot that's happening around you, and that's why you're being told to be still for a while and to just kind of relax and let go, because there's just so much just happening in the meantime. You've got so much happening around you. And I feel like if you push anymore, these things that are happening, these detours that may be happening in the future, are only going to be more severe, because it's going to feel like every time you try and do something, you hit a brick wall. And it's because right now you're not meant to even be in those directions. You're meant to be still. You're meant to relax. Let's see what else the tarot may have for us today, because this is a very interesting, place that we are in. The Empress. This is also talking about divine timing as well. When you look at the Empress, which is like a divine mother, is about giving birth to ideas, waiting for crops to grow. It's about abundance, but know that things like that do take time. It takes 9 months to develop a child inside of the womb. It takes time for a single grain of wheat to turn into a stalk. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about watering ourselves, watering our dreams, watering our plants, and allowing that time right now and investing in yourself. I feel like the Empress is telling us to invest love and energy into ourself so that way we may grow in a way that we want to instead of trying to force the issue, because you cannot force a baby to grow. You cannot force a tree to bear fruit. And so you shouldn't force yourself to get things done when it's not proper time for those things to be done. No, all those things fell. None of them are for me. Ooh, we also have the Emperor here, which is giving just present moment. It's giving present moment. It's talking about taking charge. I feel like it's taking charge of how you treat yourself. So in the same way that you're trying to push yourself forward and you're trying to push issues because you feel like you're being pushed, and we're being told to take back control of what we're doing and take back control of what our life is and where we want our lives to go with the Emperor card. Wow. Let's see what else they have to say to us today. All right, Spirit, what other advice, what other guidance do you have for us today? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this is you. This Five of Pentacles is like, there's so much. I feel like you have been stuck between the rock and a hard place for some time now. And you're not feeling as if you have time to put into yourself, or you have time to devote yourself to internal struggles. I feel like a lot of you are feeling in survival mode, which makes this reading kind of hard to swallow, and I understand that. I feel like when you need whatever you need, it's going to come to you. The Five of Pentacles is telling me that there is support for whatever it is that you need on a material level, food, shelter, funds, whatever that is. You are not without help. You are not without help. You may feel very alone, but I guarantee you that you are not alone in the situation. And if you reach out your hand, someone is going to take it. Someone's going to take it. Someone's going to grab it and hold on to you and make sure that you are taken care of as you work on yourself. I feel like you're the kind of person who really likes to do things on their own. The Justice card tells me that there is definitely a reckoning. There's a reckoning coming. So if you are feeling this way because of external forces, they're going to get their mess rocked. That's going to come and bite them in the butt. And it's all the more reason why you're being told to focus on you, because things are going to take care of itself. This is going to get balanced out. There is a shift right now that makes you feel a little topsy-turvy, but do know that that is going to right itself, that we are going to reach an equilibrium. If this has anything to do with any type of legal issue or any unfairness in that regard, that is going to be found out and corrected very, very soon. So I do see that coming to you guys in the near future. What else do you want us to know about this situation? What else do we need to watch out for? Ooh, the Ace of Crystals. Yeah, so there's definitely a new, I want to say it's more than just like a new cycle, but I feel like This is just a renewal of faith. And it's also just like some new ideas that are sprouting, some new avenues to things that you really do care about that were not there before are going to open up to you and provide some new opportunities as well. So the Ace of Crystals does tell me that we are being given some more opportunities. The Page of Blades tells me that you guys are actually going to receive a communication about that pretty soon. If you have your phone on Do Not Disturb, put your phone back on notifications. Keep an eye on your emails for phone calls, voicemails. You may get a voicemail when you wake up with something important. So just keep an eye out for a communication of some sort because it's definitely coming through fast for you here. Like whatever it is that you've been trying to do, it's taking its time, but in the meanwhile, you're going to have something to help you along, and that something is going to come relatively quickly in order to kind of shore up this gap that you're feeling with the Five of Pentacles. So you're able to, you know, to be supported, to be truly in a place where you feel better about yourself. I feel like self-esteem right now is not very high, which is insane because like you're feeling like the Five of Pentacles when you should be feeling like the Empress. You are someone with the ability to create beautiful things. You're full of love and of creativity and in just richness and abundance. Look at all these things that come through. Okay, so I've got the King of Blades, I've got the Tower, and I've got the Fool. I feel like this is saying that this was a necessary situation that you had to go through. I feel like things have become a bit too strict. I feel like you've been a bit too strict on yourself. And so this whole situation has been for you to let go of some things that, and these are mental things with the King of Blades, these are mental hiccups that you've had to let go of in order to move on to this new cycle, to this new version of yourself. You're being told to trust. Trust that everything that you're going through right now is completely worth it. Trust that everything that you're going through right now is for a specific reason. And that as we move forward, as we go on, these things are going to kind of make sense in the long run. These things are going to make sense for you. Let's get some more cards. Let's get some more cards. These two. Yeah, these two. Yep. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. This new cycle is definitely going to bring us a lot of material comfort. Is going to put us in that those base needs and that base hierarchy of needs. Like we're going to be able to support ourselves, and then we're going to be able to truly take care of ourselves both on a physical level and on an emotional level. I feel like we've been working so hard on things on a physical level that's why we're kind of shot. We're kind of shot. That's why we're sitting here just feeling so dire and no place that we go, no direction that we put ourselves in feels like the right direction because it's difficult to be whole when we feel like we lack so much. And so we're being told right now to kind of invest our energy in ourselves and in our emotional state and in our mental state. And as we put more love and care and attention to ourselves, we bring more joy and more gratitude into our lives. That's when these things are going to open up for us. We're trying to force a decision when really we should just be able to look and just know that's the path where we're going. If you don't have that thought, the best thing to do is to sit with yourself and wait for the path to reveal itself to you. It does not need to be that hard. In the words of Bjork, it's not meant to be a strife. It is not meant to be a struggle uphill. It is not. That's my favorite song, and no one can tell me otherwise. That is not a profound song just about accepting things as they are and just leaning into the universe and surrendering to divinity in however way that you identify divinity. What else do we have coming up for us? Whoa, Three of Pentacles. From a 1 to a 3. So these things are going to expand. These things are going to grow. Make sure that you understand that this is something that is happening not just by yourself, but you're doing this with the world. You're doing this with people around you. You're doing this with your guides and your angels. You are not alone. We're going to go back to that 5 Pentacles. You are not alone. You have never been alone in this, and all they're asking is for you to kind of like sit there for a second and let them finish. That's all they really want, is for you to sit there and let them finish, because things are going to multiply for you. And not just double, but we're talking about like by 3. So 1 to 3, 3 to 9, 9 to 27. Like, you see where I'm going? Like, it's expanding in such a profound way, which is beautiful. Like, this is not the end. I feel like there's this dire feeling of like, oh God, this is the end of the world. Like, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to cut through these things. I'm going to have to cut these things because I'm just not getting the job that I want. Oh, Lordy. And I'm not getting what I need in life. And that's not the case at all. The Hierophant is telling me that there are still some secrets that are left that need to be figured out. The divine is figuring this out for you. The Hierophant was someone who was in charge of holy rites. I'm going to gloss over this, like holy rites. So a lot of people think of this as the Pope. The Hierophant was an old name for a religious official in Greece during the Eleusinian Mysteries, which I'm reading up on, and it's fascinating. And they have secrets. They know things. They have secrets and know things that no one else does, that they reveal to initiates, that they get to go further in than anybody else, into the temples, to religious rites, to religious artifacts. There are things that are being hidden from you for a reason. They will be revealed to you in due time. Everything here is about divine timing. And so they want you to know right now to trust in that divine, to trust in the universe, to trust that you are protected and you will be nurtured in everything that you need to be nurtured in. The Ten of Crystals is telling us that, you know what, because of that, I just said to surrender, right? Like, I literally just said that. Let it go. Let it go and let them take over, because it's so much. There's so much on you right now that all they really want you to do is to just drop it before you crush yourself, because you're going to crush yourself. This is something that is giving you so much anxiety. It's giving you, like, you can't sleep. It's in your thoughts, like, on a daily basis. Like, it really is starting to take over your life when there is so much coming your way. There's going to be so much happiness and independence and I want to say luxury. Like it literally is going to be like luxury coming your way. We literally went from, I didn't even think about that, from 1 to 3 to the 9. I literally said that earlier. I literally said that earlier. Like, this thing is going to multiply in a way that you cannot possibly imagine. And all they're asking you to do is to let go of the stress and to stop, like, to not let these thoughts weigh you down and to stop trying to do everything all at once. You're going to be given a gift. The Six of Cups is telling me that the universe is trying to give you a gift. And all you have to do is open up your hands and say, I am ready to receive the gifts the universe wants to give me. So go ahead and do that. Just say, I am willing to accept. I am ready to accept the gifts the universe has to give me. And keep that in your heart and see how things will change for you. Okay? That's your reading for the day. So I hope this resonated for you. If it did, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want a personal reading, want some more detail into this with me, my information is in the description box below. And if you're interested in any of these lovely bracelets, I would probably recommend not the Good Fortune one, but the self-love bracelet. There's also the protection bracelet here. And the grounding bracelet for sure. If you're interested in any of those, my Etsy page is also in the description box below. But that is enough for me for today. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing this time with me. You guys could be anywhere else on the interwebs, but you decided to be here, and that means the most to me. So until my next reading, take care of yourselves.